Good morning, everybody. 9 a.m. EST. 28th of the month. 28th of November. Last trading day of the month. And I thought it would be cool to do a bit of a review. 2 things to go through this morning. In fact, 3 things to go through this morning. Oh, sorry. Thank you, Lee. Sorry, I got the white noise on. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, 3 things to go through this morning. We'll wait for a couple more people to join. It doesn't tell me how many people are watching it at the moment, but we'll just let everyone know. And yeah, 3 things to go through. So first thing, I'm just going to bring up the TradeZilla. I'm bringing this up not just because I'm showing the monthly breakdown. This is only funded accounts, by the way. This is only funded accounts. So this is not evaluations. I'm not including evaluations on the monthly breakdown. This is purely funded accounts. Now, the figure looks really big because what it is, but also we have to remember is however many accounts this is, times it by the drawdown, which is on average about 1,500. I've pretty much got, on average, all of the funded accounts pretty much at, because I've taken some payouts on the Apex accounts, and then there's some other accounts where I'm not there yet. On average, it's like I've pretty much got all of the accounts to, let's just say, like covering the drawdown. So as good as this figure is, like $58,000 is phenomenal. And I haven't really, and this is the first sort of month trading multiple accounts. So this isn't even a full month. This is pretty much half a month, right? So just over half a month. So I think averaging that million for the year is about 83,000 a month, which over 70 accounts is like $1,100 a month per account, which is what I've been doing all year anyway, times 5, 6, if not more. So definitely achievable. Just obviously the increase of accounts is just what I have to kind of manage. But if you can do it on one account, I don't see why you can't do it on 1,000 accounts. You just obviously it's going to diminish in terms of how many accounts you can actually get. So I think 70 is what I'm at the moment. In fact, I just realized I need to log into my, so because I've got 9 tabs open, I'm going to use my live stream account as my Legends trading account. So I got 5 of those last night. But anyway, this is where we are in the month. We've pretty much taken, I'll just show you if for those who even care, we have taken, obviously we took the payouts from Top Step, from Take Profit later on at the year. Like, I don't even know if I can even go back far enough to find those payments from Take Profit, but Take Profit was $19,000. And then Apex was 10.1. This is in pounds. And this is Lucid. It gets paid through Work Market. No idea who they are, but anyway, that's just what it is. So 15 gross plus 19 on Take Profit is basically 34, I think. 34,000 gross, which is just phenomenal. So they're the payouts that we've taken this month, and that just goes to show that makes sense. This is 58 because I've still got quite a lot of money in the accounts. And we're waiting for the trade day accounts to still get verified, and I'm working on some new accounts with Legends Trading, and I'm still trying to get the My Funded Futures ones passed. But everything else is pretty much in the funded territory now, which is really, really good. So yeah, pretty cool breakdown. One other thing, just before we get into things, I'm breaking this down and highlighting it just because we've only got now 2 days left, and this is not going to be around again for a while. So please, 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 please. I know most of you already have taken advantage of this, so it's kind of irrelevant. But anyone that hasn't, you will regret this deal because New Year, I am increasing prices to $199 a month instead of $149 a month. There's so many people out there charging way more than I do and providing way less than I do, and it's crazy. So prices will go up in the new year. Lock them in now. Lock them in now. They are ridiculously cheap. Lifetime access is $1,400. That's less than the yearly. It's insane. So yeah, please, 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 please make use of that. I won't continue to go on about it because it's down to you guys if you really want to take advantage. The only thing I will say, if you're curious, how do you get to that page? It's just it's in the upgrade options. You just click onto the hub. This is the hub. This will take you to the main page. Okay, done. That's it. I'm not covering that anymore. Okay, all I'm looking at for today, obviously we had the CME with their data outage, which I'm sure most of you are aware of. We put it in the room this morning. I did not think they were going to be opening today, but we are. And we do currently have some price action that we can analyze. So I only really have one trade today that I'm taking or going to take if it sets up. I won't be taking any shorts as far as I'm aware. I mean, for me to have to take a short, we would probably have to break 25,200. In fact, probably even more, like probably 25,000, which I just don't think we're necessary. I mean, ETH low is at 24,750. So in short, if we do break around, and this is basically just looking at the ETH dynamic trend lines, I want to see that break, retest, and then go down. So all I'm really going to draw is this area here, which will be my short area. So that will be a break of the dynamic trend lines on the ETH, a look above, fail, a retest of that level, and then that'll go down. And that's all I'll be looking at, pretty much a break and retest of those lows, break the dynamic trend line, break these high to high extensions, and we'll have continuation down. I would imagine at least probably a 90-point stop, 100-point target or 90-point target, whatever, something like that is what I would look for. That we've got a while till we get there. So if we don't get there, all I'm going to look for is I want to see price break above. I will not take that trade. I will say that again. I will not take the trade to the upside when it breaks out. I will wait for it to break out. Then I wait for the retest. Okay, really important. People see these drawings and think, oh, Callum's going long. Let's go long here. Let's go long here. And then let's short this. No, we have no idea if this is going to play out. Okay, I'm going to say again, we have no idea if this is going to play out. All I know is if this plays out, then we get the pullback, then I have solid risk to reward, and at that point then I can play the retracements back up into these highs. Only two trades interest me, and one of them is just going to be for 60 points, and the other one is going to be for in fact, sorry, this would be 30 points, just a small scalp, probably 40 points, like a 1.3R trade. And then this one I'd probably go for 52 to 53 points. And again, I'll probably just go up to these highs, which if I can get 1.5R, even just 1.4R, I'm a happy man. So these are the two trades that I would take to the long side. And again, it is really important to know that it would only be once we have the breakout, okay? You have to have the breakout in order to have the valid pullback, okay? You have to have the breakout in order to have the valid pullback. If this doesn't happen, then this is irrelevant. Why do I say that? Because we're pretty much trading at that same price now. So some people might think, well, why wait for that to happen when I could just go long now if it's going to go up? I don't know if it's going to go up. That's the thing. That's the whole point. We're paying for market tuition by allowing the market to show us, hey, we're going higher. We're continuing to go up. Pullbacks, therefore, will be valid. And reason for that is if you take off the drawings, take off the indicator, sorry. We're in this. Why is my background shaded white? It's just because we're still inside this resistance area. So if we go back, and I'm using a dark black chart just to kind of show you the contrast, this is that resistance zone, okay? And we've been in this for pretty much the whole month now. So this is the high. I've locked this box. Give me a second. So this is the high of the negative 100 draw, okay? Coincidentally, the high of the month, the previous month. And this is the low of the extension draws, i.e. the resistance, right? And we're in the middle. Like, if this is a better time for me to say this is what no man's land looks like, this is what no man's land looks like. You're in the you've had a look above and fail, and you're pretty much just rejecting, or pretty much at what would be, you could class this as a traditional head and shoulders. You have a shoulder, a head, and then potentially another shoulder. If that's going to play out, then this is obviously going to be a short-lived rally, right? And I don't need to anticipate that right now, but if that is going to be the case, this is a traditional head and shoulders on a daily time frame. Maybe it plays out. At the moment, I won't take it just because we're still bullish on the daily on the BX. Again, it could be short-lived. It's only 3 days at the moment. If we go to a two-day chart, we still aren't bullish on the BX, so this could get absolutely sold into. We have a high, we have a look above and fail, and we have a lower high, so this could get sold into. So I'm very conscious of that. That's why I'm only going to be going for very small trades, like 60 30 to 60 points max until we're probably really out of that zone. And I don't even mind waiting till we trade like monthly highs and then, you know, trading the continuation of that. But right now, just keep it small. It is pretty much still holiday season for me. We had Thanksgiving yesterday, obviously, you guys in the US. So I am still just sort of in a very low expectation sort of vibe. And again, only really going to look for if we break out, then we buy the pullback. And if we don't get that, I imagine it's just going to be a very choppy sideways action. The short, all I'd be interested in, again, let this completely tell you that we have completely broken these extensions, i.e. this high to high here, i.e. this high to high here, and i.e. this high to high here. If they all fail, then most likely we get a continuation down, and that's where I'd be trading that 25 psych level, and I'd be playing at least probably 90 points to the downside with a 90-point stop. If you can't afford a 90-point stop or a target, do not take the trade. Very simple. Very simple. That is all I have today. Really, really straightforward. Long pullback long to the upside, 30 to 60 point trade with a 30 to 60 point or 30 point stop, 40 point target. 50 point stop, 70 point target, pretty much a 1.3, 1.4 R trade. Nothing too sexy there, but if it trades, I'll trade it. If it doesn't, I'll just sit here and keep you guys entertained, shall we say. But I'm also doing some work in the next room next door, so I'll probably jump back and forward. I've got alerts set, you can see. They're actually on another chart, but I have alerts set at both of the levels that I'd be interested in. So once they go off, obviously I can just jump in if I'm not in the room. But other than that, I didn't take any trades yesterday. So this will be the second day that I won't take any trades if I don't take any. So I just need to be conscious of that just in terms of inactivity days. But I think most brokers, most prop firms, it's like 7 days. So even if I don't trade today and I didn't trade yesterday, it's still only going to be 2 days and then I'll be trading Monday. So as long as it's not a build-up of like you had a day off here and a day off here and a day off here, consecutive, cumulatively it's 7 days. Therefore, we take your accounts. I think it has to be, most firms are like 7 consecutive days, and I think it's really only funding ticks as far as I'm aware. So I'm not really too bothered about just putting on trades for the sake of putting on trades. I do have them loaded, so I have all my prop firms loaded, so I can put on a trade if I want to. But at the same time, I'm not really overly bothered if nothing trades. So, yeah, I'll keep it there, short and sweet. No need to belabor the point, and I will see you all on Whoop. Anyone on YouTube watching this, again, take advantage of the discount. That's all I'm going to say. Other than that, guys, I'll see you all on Monday. For everyone on YouTube, everyone on Whoop will go live now. And if there's any questions, make sure to ask them, and I'll go through them.